This type of hesitation is what turns her off instantly. There's a split second that can completely change the way she sees you. Not a grand mistake, not a deal breaking flaw, just one subtle hesitation. And in that tiny pause, she makes a decision about you that's almost impossible to undo. Today, we're going to talk about the moments when hesitation silently takes you from intriguing to forgettable in her eyes without you even realizing it. In this video, we'll break down 7 types of hesitation that can instantly flip her perception of you. And once you see them, you'll understand exactly why they changed the whole dynamic. 1. You stall after she offers an opening. Picture this. She leans in during the conversation, tilts her head slightly, and drops a comment that's basically an engraved invitation for you to escalate, whether it's asking for her number, suggesting a plan, or making the moment more personal. But instead of acting, you let the silence stretch, searching for the perfect thing to say. That single beat of uncertainty. She feels it. And here's the tricky part. She doesn't label it as he's being careful. She labels it as he's not sure. Confidence isn't about rehearsed lines, it's about catching the ball when it's thrown to you without fumbling. That pause to her isn't a sign of thoughtfulness, it's the sound of attraction cooling off. 2. You half commit to an idea you just suggested. You say, "We should check out that rooftop place sometime." She lights up, leans into the thought, and then you backpedal with, "Or only if you're not busy." That single retreat rewrites the entire conversation in her mind. Now, it's not about the rooftop or the view, it's about you second guessing your own proposal. You didn't just weaken the plan, you weaken the sense that you stand behind what you say. In her subconscious, decisiveness is magnetic, and the opposite, it's like putting a dimmer switch on your presence. 3. You hesitate at the moment of playfulness. She teases you. She's setting the tone for banter, practically handing you a free pass to flirt back. But instead of taking the swing, you hesitate. Maybe overthinking if the joke will land, maybe wondering if it's too much. By the time you've crafted the perfect witty comeback, the moment's gone, and so is that spark of playful momentum. Playfulness works like a jump rope. You can't step in slowly. You either catch the rhythm instantly or you're watching from the sidelines while she loses interest. 4. You overcheck before moving things forward. This one's subtle but deadly. You're on the verge of closing the gap, whether it's going in for a kiss or leaning closer to whisper something just for her, and you give away your internal debate with a micro hesitation. Your body shifts forward, then pauses. Your hand almost reaches out, then retracts a millimeter. It's not about the move itself, it's about the energy behind it. That tiny stall tells her you're asking permission for your own actions, and that turns the dial from chemistry to caution faster than you think. 5. You freeze when the group looks to you. You're out with friends or meeting her social circle, and someone says, "So, what should we do next?" All eyes glance at you. That's your moment to step up with an answer, even a light-hearted one. But you hesitate, scanning faces, waiting for someone else to decide. In her eyes, you've just declined a leadership role you were silently offered. She's not expecting you to control everything, just to show you're comfortable taking the reins when the ball lands in your court. Letting that moment pass tells her you're fine blending into the background, which is fine, if you want her to see you that way. 6. You pause after revealing something personal. You share a story, maybe a risk you took, a mistake you learned from, or a quirky passion you have. She's engaged, leaning forward, ready to respond. But instead of letting the moment breathe naturally, you hesitate, backpedal, or qualify it with, it's not a big deal. That little retraction dilutes the whole impact. Vulnerability is attractive because it's unapologetic. The second you second guess it, you train her to see it as something that needs softening, and that takes the shine right off. 7. You delay claiming a connection. She gives you that look, the kind where her eyes linger a little longer than usual. You feel the pull. You know the energy just shifted. And yet, instead of leaning into that shared recognition, you hesitate, distract yourself, or wait for confirmation. In her mind, that was the moment to mark the territory of your connection. Hesitation here doesn't just cool things down. It tells her you either didn't notice the signal or didn't have the nerve to acknowledge it, and both read the same.